gotta make a way so better days can't come my way. I did some things that caused some pain to some people that ain't do a thing. Gotta make a change, yeah. Change gotta.
Hey y'all, it's Brei, Endia, 808 Tavern. I'm moving and grooving. As you know, I take the Tavern everywhere I go with me. And right now I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee. Not necessarily with the Knoxville artist. However, I'm gonna let him tell you a little bit about himself.
What's good? It's Jefe Htmg. I'm from East Harlem. Based in Knoxville. My mom stay here and all that, but you know, Tennessee to Harlem, that's heavy what we on right now.
So yes, this is I Am Who segment. The I Am Who segment, we all about who you are, but we're making a statement out of it rather than a question. I am who are you? So that means just give me like a couple of words or sentences describing who you are, but without telling us what you do. You know, what can you say when it comes to I am who?
I am basically HTMG, a brand. I say A&R, everything, you know what I mean? Like, I do a lot, you know, but at the same time, I do things that I guess people appreciate, you know what I mean? Like, so not everybody gonna like what I do, but you know, some people do, so you know what I mean? But other than that, we out here trying to make a difference for sure. That's who I am for sure.
I feel that. Okay, so when it comes to a characteristic or trait that you can say describes who you are, what would it be? Like, I know for me, I say I'm Brazilian, I'm ambitious, you know, stuff like that.
Me, definitely ambitious, headstrong on what I like to do, you know what I mean? I'm very focused. I love, most definitely ambitious for sure. I take chances with what I do, you know what I mean? I might take a bigger chance than what somebody else would might, you know what I mean? Probably do with what I'm doing right now, you know what I mean?
Okay, so without kind of getting too much into what's going on in the world, you know, you got your own views, everybody got their own views on politics and on, you know, the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
So with it seemingly being that the industries are a little, not quiet, but you know, a lot of people are kind of doing their own thing.
Yeah.
And you know, so where do you feel as though you stand right now when it comes to your craft? Before we start speaking, I guess we'll kind of roll over into what it is you actually do. So what is it that you would say, how are you maneuvering right now in the pandemic?
Honestly, I feel like I've been more motivated than I ever been in a while, you know what I mean? I haven't dropped an album. I dropped my last project January, maybe, you know what I mean? I'm working on one right now, another one, but I feel like I just, what's going on, you know what I mean? I lost some family to what's been going on, the COVID and all that, you know what I mean? It's just been, I've been motivated, heavy, like, I didn't let this stop me, you know what I mean? Like, I probably this year, like I said, in 2020 maybe, I dropped the album. I just dropped probably like my third video this year. Well, I'm about to drop my third video this year, you know what I mean? So, like, I've been pushing, you know what I mean? And we ain't even done yet, so. Like, I ain't been letting this phase me. I just been looking at this like a big eye opener and just like anything could happen, you know what I mean?
That's so true. And taking advantage of the opportunity.
Yeah, take advantage of everything, you know what I mean?
So diving into what you do, specifically as a Black entrepreneur, you know, and as an entrepreneur just generally, you do music.
Yeah.
So what other things, you said you had A&R, just kind of give us a brief synopsis of it.
Like right now, heavy on the music. I've been doing music probably like 6-7 years, you know what I mean? I got like, I'm about to drop my 7th project, probably got like 25 videos on YouTube, you know what I mean? I have my own brand, HTMG the brand, you know what I mean? It means here to make greatness, you know what I mean? With the A&R part, you know what I mean? Cause I had my little cousin, right now he's incarcerated. He just got sentenced 52 years. And his name is Bailey the G. We had him doing music, and you know what I mean, we had a real good response with his project before he had to go turn himself in. And it was just like, it gave me that feel like, I could do this too, you know what I mean? Like, cause people loved it, you know what I mean? All I told him was do was just rap, I'm gonna take care of everything, you feel me? And the project came out real good, you know? It's on Spinnerilla. We didn't put it up on big platforms cause we were just, that was like our little practice one, and then we was gonna go crazy. But, you know what I mean? That's why I say with the entrepreneur also, like I said, I do fashion on my clothing, from hats to sweatsuits, shorts, face masks, everything, you know what I mean? Like, for real, for real. Like,
Cool. Here to make greatness.
Htmg.
I like that.
Jefe Htmg.
So what defines your specific brand, you know, and difference from others, and why is it important to you? Why is it?
Really, like, at first when we first started, because it's not just me, it's me, my homeboy John Doe, Fuego Htmg, you know what I mean? Then I got a homie here, Boy Moss. We actually going to the studio today after this. But John Doe, Fuego, they up in New York and Harlem. But like, basically, like, it's just, we started a brand. It was Hilltop Music Group, where I'm from in New York and East Harlem. My hood is called Hilltop. But we looked at it like, not everybody can relate to Hilltop, you know what I mean? But everybody can relate to being here to make greatness, like, at something, you know what I mean? Like, you doing this, you here to make greatness, you know what I mean? So it's just, that's why we switched it up, and we got a better response with it too. So that's why we've been pushing it like that, and people respect it, you know what I mean? And we ain't want to just have no crazy ratchet brand name or nothing like that. You know
I feel you. You wanted it to make sense and people to hear what it's coming with.
Yeah.
So a lot of this show is about just the evolving. You know, I tell people to understand the 808 from my perspective, but we all know 808 has different, you know, likes on it versus the code of it being disturbing the peace. Then you got the fact that it's the first, you know, musical
sound.
The boom that came out. So when it comes to the creatives, I look at it like art is a disturbance of peace because it's always something that's new. You don't know what to anticipate. You don't know what to expect. So without giving too much of your juice, I know you got some stuff you cooking up. You're going to the studio today. What kind of projects is it that you're working on? And at the end, of course, I want you to share like all of the ways people can reach out to you. But for now, like, what kind of projects can people expect, and what do you usually kind of promote in your music? What is it that you're speaking on?
Basically, my next project, my 7th project, is called Chances Make Champions, the sequel, which is 2, because I came out with Chances Make Champions 1, maybe 2017. So we come out with Chances Make Champions 2, and right now, me and how I express myself, like, I just talk about real life situations, you know what I mean, what I go through, everything. I don't really, I'm not, even if I do get the big cash, big checks, whatever, I won't be that rapper trying to just talk about jewelry or nothing like all the time, you know what I mean? Like, I like to talk about real life situations. So like,
you got a real story to bring.
Real story, you know, I just had my 2nd child, my daughter and all that, you know what I mean? So that's how I really push my music with giving them meat, you know what I mean? I don't try to be raw and uncut with what I'm going through. Like, I don't really be on social media talking about what I'm going through every day. I wait till they're gonna hear me when
you put it in your music.
When my music drop, it's going. You know what I mean? But Chance to Make Champions 2, I ain't really been promoting the date, but I put it out. But like, I'm dropping New Year's Eve for sure. You know what I mean? So I ain't even gonna play. So that's gonna be my 2nd project this year. Also, I dropped 2 projects this year, and right now I just been dropping little videos. I dropped a video to Invisible Shackles, which I dropped in January. My EP. My song Change is on YouTube, and I just dropped a remix to Rod's Waves, Rags to Riches. Okay. There's a video on YouTube I just dropped, and
you're moving. Yeah, and that's good.
I just shot What's Going On, and that'll be coming out soon. Whatever. I gave it like the 80s feel, paid in full vibe. I don't know if you check my IG, but you'll see me with the bucket hat and all that velour suit. So we working for sure. I mean, keeping it up.
And because this is a intro segment, I actually don't. Before meeting each artist, I just allow it to be that you're presenting who you are. What is like your number 1 goal or your top 3, whatever goals that you have that you'd be willing to share? Because I know sometimes those things are personal.
Right now, I ain't no big, like, no artist that's on some, I want to just get signed. I mean, I've sat down with Atlantic Records, I've sat down with Sony. I'm mainly focused on like just heavy distribution, like I'm ownership. I'm heavy on ownership, you know what I mean? So I ain't gonna sit nowhere that's gonna try to take all my ownership on my music or nothing. So, you know what I mean? Other than that, I'm just heavy on just trying to make a better living for my family, you feel me?
So you have like a number that you want to meet where you could say, okay, on this list, I'm checking this off next year, no doubt type of thing.
You know what I mean? Like, right now, I feel like I've been telling my boys, like, I feel like it's different right now, you feel me? And I harmonize also, I don't just rap, you know what I mean? I sing too, so it's just, when people see me, they probably think, oh yeah, street cat, but you know, when they hear me, they be like, yo, like, you know what I mean? They be surprised,
Okay, got some nice heat coming. But that being said, do you have anything personal like that you do in life other than your music, just keeping it, you know, sometimes we have something that's keeping us balanced?
right now, I help my homie with, he got his restaurant called Duce's Cafe.
Okay.
It's a Jamaican restaurant out here in Knoxville, Tennessee. I help him with that, with whatever he need, you know what I mean? We pushing that, you know what I mean? I help him like his mind, you feel me? Like that's my bro, so right now, that's the main focus out here. It's either the music or we pushing the food brand right now.
Definitely. I would like to be eating him too. Yeah. So that's a good entrepreneurial thing to keep grinding with.
Everything is self-made. We ain't trying to work for nobody. You feel me?
That's the goal, right? Yeah. Okay, so definitely, what's your main motivator? I know now already one of the things is your children, but what are your biggest motivations when it comes to keeping those things up with your creative side?
I mean, just
and your entrepreneurship.
Yeah, my biggest motivation, like I said, is just I want to be the one to change like how it's been for my family. You feel me? Like I'm heavy on that. I want to just like my family just have a crazy struggling life, but you know what I mean? Like we could definitely see better. You know what I mean? So it's just I just really want to make it comfortable for my family for sure. That's why I'm going so hard. Like real talk.
Why Knoxville? Other than your mom being here, do you feel like Knoxville is a comforting place to kind of raise?
Knoxville is definitely a place to come live comfortably, like especially come from New York. The cost of living is crazy. You feel me? So to come here, like when I was young, I'm looking at my mom like, why are you here? Like what's going on? I didn't like it here until I got to like 20 years old. You feel me? So I always been back and forth, whatever the case is. But like Knoxville is cool. Like I travel a lot also, so it ain't just like I make this my station. I just look at it like here, just like an extra place to have people believing in me. You know what I mean? So like that's how I look at it. I mean, I go to Tampa a lot too. That's where my engineer, Skylar the engineer. So, you know, I be in Tampa, we shoot to ATL a lot, you know what I mean, from New York. It's different spots, so we definitely touching bases everywhere for sure.
And that's good to connect. I look at it like, you know, a big thing about this show is just connecting with artists all over the USA because, you know, we come from different places, but we end up getting dropped in different places.
It's a lot of people doing the same thing, just from different places. You know?
Exactly. So, you know, just looking at it like other countries, they look out for themselves and then they trying to find people here. So I mean, since we got this little break where it's like the artists here need to be trying to connect. You know?
Yeah, it's a lot of good artists here too. It ain't just, you know what I mean, like shout out to my homie Lil Bug. He doing his thing right now. You feel me? Who else? The producers out here, J Bug, Dre Soul. It's so many other TN.
Okay.
It's a lot of people out here doing their thing.
You definitely gonna have to connect with.
But like people know me like, out here, like for surely. I definitely like to connect the dots, you feel me? Like anybody tell you that, yeah, Jefe gonna make it happen, even if you know on his team or not, for sure, you feel me? So, we're definitely with that, connecting. We with it, for sure.
Okay, so did you have any questions for me? I always do it when I flip the script and allow you to interview me for a second.
Do I got a question? Let me see. What do you think about me from having this conversation here? Like how on my mindset?
Thus far, you already kind of been hitting everything. Like as soon as I ask, you already know. So for me, it seems like you already have a knowing of where you're going. And then of course I'm gonna listen to your music and I'm gonna get in tune with the actual creative side of you. But right now, just looking at recognizing how you are confident in what you speak, I know that you know who you are and that you're constantly evolving that and you're willing to evolve that. How do you feel about change? How do you view change?
I'm heavy on change. Like I said, I just dropped my first single from Invisible Shackle called Change.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
So there we go. That's going to give us
once you see the video, you're going to be like, all right, go, you know what I mean? I'm talking.
That's what he was saying.
So yeah, you know what I mean? It's a lot. Like I'm heavy on change. Like right now, I just feel like I had to change a lot, you know what I mean? From attitude, just how I'm treating people, just a lot, you know what I mean? Nobody's perfect, so you know what I mean? Everybody needs change no matter what, for sure.
Yeah, and you know, honestly, like I had changed my perspective on change when I was in a relationship with an artist, Finesse Baby. Shouts out to Finesse Baby. He kind of gave me an idea of like, okay, yeah, I'm not necessarily changing because I'm still who I am, but I've stopped doing certain things. I changed my mind frame a little bit so that I could enhance and evolve. So that's exactly where I see you are. You know, is that you seem like wherever your past was. It's what it was. You don't forget it. You don't allow yourself to not be who you are, but you still stop doing things that don't benefit you evolving. So that's a beautiful thing. So before we wrap it up, I do want to say that a lot of young people and people older than us in our age group are watching, and this isn't live. This is recorded. So I want them to be able to kind of see different mind frames. So when it comes to like, what would you say? As an artist, you wanna, you know, I don't know if you already had this happen to you yet, but as you evolve, this may happen, and it's kind of come out of nowhere, where you'll have a kid or even your own child coming to you for, you know, your perspective, your mind frame, or trying to understand something about life, like you said about your mom. Why did you move here, mom?
Yeah.
You know, what Kim may ask you something, especially, you know, a young black man, with everything going on, only black men can understand how it is to live here. And from their own personal, individual life, they know what kind of experiences could potentially come to young black men or their own sons and daughters. So if a kid was to come up to you and just, you know, want to get some type of knowledge from you without even asking you anything specific, what is a statement that you would give them for them to stay encouraged, to remove fear, and to just be motivated to achieve everything that they set out to do?
Basically what I would say, like I said, is just stay true to yourself. Don't let nobody tell you you can't do it. Don't let nobody tell you this is that and that is that if they ain't never do it. You feel me? So like, just stay strong-minded to what you want to do. And like I said, I ain't let nobody tell me, you know what I mean? Nothing, ever. I've been pushing myself 6-7 years by myself, independently, never had no help, you know what I mean? So I never let nobody tell me I couldn't do this or couldn't do that, you know what I mean? But I always listen though. So just stay strong-minded and stay true to yourself and do what you want to do. Stay true to yourself.
I like that. And before we wrap up, you have anything that hindered you in your past that you would say you grew from, where as though that was the thing to get you grinding, or, you know, is there anything that was a horrible experience that you overcame that you can say for sure you would never allow yourself to relapse into again?
Just know who's really around you, you know what I mean? Because not everybody have good intentions on being around you, or just you yourself, you know what I mean? Just know who your friends are and who's not your friends. I learned a big lesson from that. That's just all I'm gonna say on that, for sure.
That's good, that's good. And that seals it. So yes, I really appreciate you coming, giving me the chance, meeting with me today while I'm moving around, coming here. This is Brei Endia.
Jefe Htmg.
She ain't been loving me the same. It's going through. She said I put her through some pain. I ain't been moving quite the same. I've been lonely. I think I need to stay away. I'm just sitting here sipping on that nade.